Hello, thanks for watching replay viewer. It's been 2 weeks, not 2 weeks, 2 days. Sorry about I haven't give you Periscope live last 2 days. As you see my title, New York got the crazy, not really warm, but it's if we compare to the last week, definitely crazy warm. It's like 48 Fahrenheit and 9 degree in Celsius. Last week New York City's weather was like temperature was what it was like -15. Hi, good afternoon. I didn't have a migraine headache, but it feels weird because dramatically increase the temperature. Let me see. I'm gonna log into from my Japanese account. It's no sugar. Konbanwa. Why is one? That's for some other different scopers. I'm still not figuring out the camera to showing live of Puppet Koi. I really admire her because she's constantly live streaming with the puppet Wow every day. She has a full energy and passion. I really admire her. So this week's topic is like mission and vision. Mission and vision is different things. Oh, that's good. That's good for her. Because there's a lot of noises. I didn't get any bad rumor about Puppet Koi. But if you get popular or a bigger audience, maybe some of the people, like a 5% or 1% people, saying something negative. I'm gonna learn from her to be avoid and try not to be offended. Those people are so sad because they don't know how to act like a positive way. Because I would say those people is always negative. As a business owner, we had we call the claimer because the person is claiming all the product and gets all the products for free, and and last my business is selling purses we made through Amazon or Etsy. Excuse me. Once in 100 or once in 200 customer, maybe once a year, we had a claimer, like a claiming about a product and saying really bad about our product. Then we ended up refund full and not asking for return the product. Probably that's what their point. Then right after I received the negative comment and then see her account, then I see that she's been claiming every product she purchased. Like complaining. I don't know why. That's probably her hobby. That's how they living life as a enjoyable. I don't think that's enjoyable. That's a sad people. But I'm still hoping those type of people is become, find a way to be happy someday. What do you think? But if you be super happy, those people not come to you because they can. It's like a vampire, right? If you put on the garlic to that vampire. Yeah, I know. So I have to always put garlic around myself. Then vampire not gonna close to me. someone told me same thing. It's like if you are super positive all the time and you know, you're like a growing, like not glowing, growing, and you're positive energy and like put on like a very nice aura around you, the negative people can come to you. Okay, I'll try to be like her. Right, I have to learn everything from her. There's a lot of puppet these days in the Periscope. That's a good thing. So maybe I should fix my camera, then show him puppet Koi-san again. So last 2 days, after I gave a live in Japanese about this topic, I've been thinking about, what is the mission and why people not finding a mission, or why people how people find a mission, those kind of stuff. Probably, and I think everyone has a mission, like a calling. But if someone don't find their calling, yeah, so that means they're too busy for something else, or too busy to do the things you don't have to be busy. It's kind of definitely closed mind or blocking from like a positive calling or positive energy. But if you're focusing on something, definitely, you can see other things. Yeah. Did you find one? Oh, I forgot to put the music on. So quiet tonight. Only hearing my dog snoring. She was a little sick too, like under the -degrees. Because my dog is small, so maybe she can feel more cold because her height is like only 10 inches or something like that. So anyway, I was trying to find like a regular people or like a real person's like a calling story, but I haven't find that yet. Oh, I'm gonna share that tomorrow using SnowSugarVideos, because we filmed the real people's story. So maybe we can share the real story, people's story. But today I'm going to share two different companies' mission. But this story is kind of like an old story because it's happening like early 19th century, no 20th century, like 1991, no 1919, and the other one is 1950s. But interesting story to share. Do you know him? He's a very famous founder and entrepreneur in Japan because we called he's a god of a business. Now is people known as a Panasonic, but original company name is Matsushita Electric because his last name is Matsushita. Matsu means pine and shita means under. if you see kanji. So this is kind of rare. A picture is he's jumping in the air and showing some sort of like a guts pose. I don't know, that's Japanese English. Yeah, Panasonic, that's right. He's the founder of Panasonic. But the sad thing is that people always using the founder's picture is like a late stage. It's like this is when he was maybe 40s or 50s. But when you Google, the Walkman is Sony. Yeah, I was thinking about using as an example as a Sony as well. Because Sony is one of my favorite company. And my mom used to work there. Yeah, most of the, if you Google what's this Panasonic founder, and you're not gonna find this picture. You always. You don't own any Panasonic product? Panasonic was the famous for TV, 1991, 40s. They started to have a TV and radio and video, and now they have a computer but laptop, but mostly owned by Japanese people maybe. What they have now? I still own Panasonic screen, what do you call it, flat screen TV, and I own Panasonic. I don't use the Panasonic telephone anymore, wireless telephone. And what is a vacuum machine, something like that. But anyway, as you see the picture, it's long time ago. And when he was teenager, I think teenager or early 20s, he saw the first electric train in Osaka. And he was fascinated about electric because all the car is, electric car exists very late stage. So he was fascinated about electric train when he saw first time. Yeah. And he decided to start something electric. So this is his first idea. Very simple. Just divided two things from the one socket, one for the light bulb, then the other for the electric cord. So as I remember, and probably most housewives appreciate, because they don't have to turn it off the light if they wanted to iron something at night because of this, and put the lights on, then use the iron same time. That's his idea. First time. They're very simple, but now it's a huge company. So he was famous for not the what do you say, like a very healthy person. That's why I really admire him, because when I was little, I'm not really strong child, and my health condition is kind of weak, and I can't run other kids, and I don't think I can do the physical. Sometimes I couldn't take the physical class in elementary school. So he was very like similar to me, and he was not really strong person, like full of the healthy, not healthy, I don't know how I can describe. So because of that, That's a kind of sound. You can say that, and also he thinks that that he thinks that he's lucky because he's not strong, so that's why he knows how to ask someone's help. I totally agree with him because I was not strong enough to around or running around with other kids, and I have to be, watch my health and condition all the time. I have to watch all the food I can eat, that kind of stuff, and I know how easy to ask someone's help compared to other kids, other students. Because I see a lot of people and who is very strong and they are kind of, what do you call it, want-a planner. They wanted to do everything by themselves. They don't want to ask everyone, and even though someone is doing for him and he never satisfy or something like that, that would be really egoistic founder. Then no one want to be around. But because of his character and he's really appreciate others' help, and a lot of people surrounded her, not surrounded him. So now is an he thought that electric is his calling. The second sample is still Japanese company because I studied about Kyocera for a long time. This is a different story. I forgot to write the name here. Here is the founder of Kyocera, and his name is Kazuo Inamori. I would say Dr. Kazuo Inamori because he is the one invented fine ceramic. This is happening in 1952, I think, 1950s. When he started to the ceramic company, no one believed in him because fine ceramic is very new, and people thought whenever he says fine ceramic, everybody thought that he's making pottery. So reason why he started it is because by the time he was looking for the job after graduate college, he couldn't find a job. That is kind of similar to the around 2008, like after the Lehman Brothers filed bankruptcy. Many people who worked for the corporation got laid off because of the company revenue is cut half or maybe 80%, cut by 80% or something like that, and most of the corporations started to lay off people. In his case, he didn't get laid off because he couldn't find a new first job he wanted to find. This is a field not he studied, and he was not sure he's gonna, work for the fine ceramic company. Because he's the one thought the ceramic is like a pottery. It's not the kind of cutting edge and high technology things. But there's no choice. He had to work for salary, and he took a challenge of doing fine ceramic, practicing and training and examination. Then he's the one. None of the Japanese company trust him and listen to him. Then he decided to go to United States, IBM and Intel. Then they asked him to create some layer package for the CPU. Then he developed this ceramic package for Intel and IBM. That's how he started. But it's 1950s, 1960s. That's really sad though, because none of the Japanese company predict or to the future is the computer. That's really sad though. Japanese first computer is 1980s. I think American is 1970s. Japan is always behind the 20 years. So that's why they always take advantage of the behind 20 years, because if when they copy the style of the marketing and copy something and it's popular in Japan, it's like a Snapchat is popular in America, they maybe can copy and implement for Japanese audience, then they're gonna be successful. But sometimes it's not, because eBay Japan was not successful. This is my first computer, and PC 8801. But the picture itself is not my first computer. Because I didn't take a picture of my computer, don't you think? And also this computer is not for my personal computer, originally for my father's company's computer. They were so excited to organize their inventory and data system. Yeah, this is really high tech by the time, like, when was it, 1980s? But this picture doesn't show the cassette tape recorder. When I saw the computer at my dad's office, the data system was cassette tape. We have to save the data on the cassette tape, but I think 50-50, sometimes not saving data correctly. That was shocking too, because oh my god, data is not downloading correctly. And also but a graphic, yeah, graphic looks like Mario. That's why I thought this picture is so fake to me, because by the time I was using this computer, it's like a totally black screen, and letter was either white or green, no color. So yeah, 50-50 chance to save a file. I think cassette tape was not existed so long because of the failure. I think only a few days later, the NEC, the salesperson bring to the 5-inch disc. The 5-inch disc was 80-20 to saving data, and now after that I moved into the 3.5-inch disc. 3.5 was normally saving 100%, I think. Anyway, so when I saw this computer and when I was using this computer, it's like it feels like a founder of Panasonic. I thought this computer is going to change our life totally different. I knew that when I saw this computer, 1980s. But when I found this, computer, and there's no school, badass. Okay. Because the salesperson come to my dad's office, he didn't know anything 100% for sure. And I think I asked him about where I can learn and more about programming or about this computer, but he didn't answer my question. And there's no school. I didn't live in Tokyo. Of course, there's no school. Even in Tokyo, they don't have a computer school. And I was looking for the book to learn, and I couldn't find a good book. I just find a book to program in the game. Then I was, programming lots of game like this. Like Mario, it was too fancy. It's like a block. What do you call it? It's like a little block to. Tetris was even fancier. It's like a very simple, like invader type of game. Yeah, I was, I made up games. Then I play. I didn't even know there's a gaming company. I think by the time there's no gaming company, probably 1990s, and they started to have a um, what do you call it? Computer game. Then after the computer game, and there's a I don't know when Nintendo started the Mario. I think Nintendo was creating Mario is 1980s. 1990s? No, I didn't. But anyway, computer game was first, then Nintendo and Sega, and Atari was exist already, but not in Japan. Then I decided to do in something else because computer is way too advanced, or not too soon to learn. Then I went to the fashion art school, then learning fashion and film industry to work with other people. This is the rooftop in New York City. Looks like old Asian, but this is Japanese for Japanese film. I was doing for a long time until 2015. Then I decided to do story video. That's so funny things because I didn't decided to. Oh no, that's a long story because I was doing wardrobe stylist for a long time, but oh really? Oh, interesting. I never noticed. I never know. He was the two of them, three of them. Want they're principal of this movie. I am the bottom, and another lady is a makeup artist. She's worked for the New York TV station. All the actors went back to Japan, and one of them is coming back to California, but they don't live in New York anymore. So interesting thing is like I thought the fashion and wardrobe styling is my calling, but I did for over 20 years. Then because New York winter is so cold, not like Canada, but it's so cold, then I decided I always wanted to start a company because my father is entrepreneur. Then I decided to do something like a freelancing job and doing something related to computer, I think. Then I kind of combined the computer skill to like a sewing skill because I didn't want to clothing line because if we do the clothing line in Japan, we have to have only one or two sizes. But if I do the clothing line in United States, we have to have a variety of sizes because so many different sizes need to be available in United States. Then I thought that would be too much to, grading the different sizes, especially inventory risk and working capital. Then I found fabric products would be, I don't have to have a size, but actually I needed to have a 2 or 3 sizes, even purses. That was very interesting to doing even purse business in the United States. We need to have a size. Anyway, so I started the fabric purse company since 2000 to 2015. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. And also, do you know the width of the fabric? I never thought about in Japan when I was in Tokyo. There's a two different sizes of the fabric. But if you're making the suits for size medium and large, we can use the same width of the fabric. But extra large, large it should be, there's a 45 inches and 50. Now there exists a 60 inches because of the bigger size. But if you're making something like a 5x or 4x, even 60 inches wide of the fabric, not enough. So we have to use kind of like design different way. It's kind of funny though. Do you remember the movie Back to the Future and Part 3? It's like a western scene, and when you talking to the people, I'm from future and I'll tell you the future, and the people are running for people are running for pleasure, then everybody laugh. Running for pleasure, right? But now it's like running for losing weight, right? Too much choices and too many foods. Too much food, I think. Too many choices. And I also watched a movie called Super Size Me. That's hilarious and sad same time. Too much calories, that's right. I think 5 years ago I saw the like women's magazine, and the highest calorie product exists in New York City. That was the Cold Stone's supersized shake. Do you know what that is? Do you know the Cold Stone? No? Cold Stone is one of the chain store in selling ice creams and Oreo cookie, I think. Then they specialize in, because of that they use the Cold Stone at the bottom, and they mix the ice cream and cookies and other not ingredients, other things together, like a mixing. That's why I think that's why I named it Cold Stone. Yeah, that's right. Good to be don't know anything about a Cold Stone. Then they, because they are selling ice cream, they also have an ice cream shake. Then top 20 high calorie list is number one is the Cold Stone and supersized shake. That was 2100 calorie. I was like, what? 2100 calorie for the one supersized shake. Yes. That's for the full, I think women's daily calorie is 2000 or even less. So if you have three of them, that would be 6000. Exact 6300, that's exact, right? Of course you're gonna gain weight. And probably the ice cream has a, what do you call it? Yeah, daily limit, that's right. Fat as well. Now United States law is, especially the fast food, need to display all the food calorie. So after they decided to, display in the calories, and we went to the baseball stadium, like Yankee Stadium. Then I was looking at all the food's calorie. Is everything is close to 1000 calorie. I was like, oh my goodness, this burger and fry and the Coke, total is 860. Or this guacamole and some other chicken and all things 980. That was too much. No. Oh, okay, that's interesting because that was in Texas, right? But after they not broadcast, no, what do you call it? After they released the movie Super Size Me, McDonald's stopped documentary, right? McDonald's stopped serving super size. Shocking was even salad. I thought, the salad is no calorie. They still have? Well, that probably that's not the real super size. No? But they're showing the bucket of the sugar. Do you still remember? You watched the movie? Oh my god. It's like a brainwashed. No, what do you call it? Not a brainwashed. I forgot the word. Subliminal. Okay. So anyway, my story was, the technology was way to start 1980s. Then I was, I thought my calling was a fashion design, but I came back, my calling was shifted different things. Then selling my handmade product using computer technology. Then after doing that, I came back to video and marketing, that kind of stuff. Of course, it's full. I don't go to McDonald's, even though the drive-through is walking distance. But I had once go to McDonald's for their coffee, premium coffee, because that was really good. And I was just going there for the premium coffee and premium coffee ice cream. Not ice cream, iced coffee. But when you travel to some other city and you don't know, especially the countryside in United States, sometimes they don't have a really good food over there. Found my calling. Yes. And also when I was little, I think I shared my story, and when I was like a 5 or 6, my dream was to become a teacher. I totally forgot about my dream, like a dream, childhood dreams. Now somehow I'm teaching like this. I'm sharing my thoughts and sharing my stories, and I create the video online class. Everything is like coming back, like a teaching and computer science, computer engineering, um, sewing. Yes, that's right. Not only the affordable, and the taste in, it's not so, what do you call it? Because you already know the taste and quality of the McDonald's food. So if you going to like travel to some other place you don't know, I sometimes go to McDonald's because I don't want to, try something crazy. Right. So you haven't found your calling yet? What do you think about your impulse and intuition? Oh, that's good. You're getting there. But don't think too much, because sometimes, if you think too much, it's going to a different direction, or maybe you started to hear noises. I say ikigai. Yeah, that is great. Right. You think the same in impulse and intuition? Okay. So when you visualize, or you know intuition, something pops up on your mind, in your mind, on your mind. Um, if you think too much, or if you're not feeling positive or sometimes negative, you started to erase the impulse or intuition is popping up on your mind. Like for instance, um, let's see. Oh, like I need to call this. I need to call someone. It's like if you have intuition like that, then you think, oh, maybe I don't have to do that now, and maybe she's busy. I'll do it tomorrow, or maybe I should not call. Those are sometimes noises, and if you intuition or impulse to do something, and I would suggest it to do it in 5 seconds. Oh, sorry. Maybe a lot of people accessing Wi-Fi right now. So these are using by company, like a mission statement and a vision statement. So mission statement, your life would be ikigai, right? Ikigai would be vision. Mission would be the something you can do this year or next 5 years. Welcome back. So I decided to share my life hack tips and also how to make the video, then sharing your thoughts and story. I think I forgot again to put this link on the title, but it's on profile. So if you want to receive my tips, please sign up. You can get the free video class using VVideo. I think I said that way. I use MailChimp. It's automation autoresponder. So as soon as you sign up, and you're gonna receive the link of VVideo app video making. Are you hungry now? Don't get supersized McDonald's. Today's quote is, after you know what's your ikigai and what's your mission, get specific goals. So, more kind of have a big picture. You're hungry. Time for ice cream. Japanese people always say ice. Do you know that? They don't forgot to say cream. Ice cream. Oh no, nowhere close to you. Good for you. If I go to my, parents' house, there's no McDonald's around there. I hope the people work for McDonald's not watching my things. Oh, I just received the package from IK. What's the company? The really good microphone. I was IK Multimedia. So maybe I'm gonna do unboxing of the microphone and also testing the new microphone because I'm so excited to receive this. This should be the best microphone I've ever had, I think. Thank you so much. Eat something healthy. Oh, really? One restaurant? So if you go to the restaurant, you will see the people who you know already, right? That would be nice, the 2,000 people. It's like my elementary school. No, my elementary school is 3,000, I think. I forgot. Okay, thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and eat something healthy. And see you tomorrow. またね。バイバイ。